Welcome back. All right, I say welcome back, even though some of you this is your first time here, but this is subscriber only content. So, welcome back because you do have to have paid and be subscribed in order to get this content. In the age of social media where everything exists for somewhat free, you get what you pay for. And the reason this is subscriber only content is because, one, I'm responsible for the truth of it. And also, it's unedited, it is raw, TV mature, so I'm not at the whims of social media where if you're on Facebook, your content can be blocked, your page can be blocked, and things can be taken off. Now, I don't have to worry about what is said, but I do have to think about the fact that most of my career, which is over half of the life I've lived, has been as a professional performer. So I have never really been okay with Facebook where your content can be blocked or restricted. I'm definitely in a free speech type of environment growing up in the Hollywood, Beverly Hills film, television community. And so the things here that are actually on this video are to help, also to contribute, but they are the raw, unedited truth. And this content is specifically for my streaming channel, so I'm responsible for the veracity of it. And the fact that people can actually take these concepts of what's called certified wealth, one word, I created that because it's literally about legacy building. And yes, none of that is new. There have been legacy building, generational wealth around for tens of thousands of years, probably millions of years since we've been here. And we have been here millions of years. So, but the content that is created right now is for the people who have subscribed, and they're in my groups, they're in my networking, they're just part of my community. And I think the biggest thing that I get is, why do you have a book called 8 Steps to Prosperity when there are 14 steps? And so I broke down this series. I only wanted to do 24 episodes. So I broke it down into hopefully 8 to 10 minute segments. So you can just pop in a 10-minute segment or pop in. If you can sit and watch for an hour, that is amazing. And I am grateful for everyone that's subscribed. But if you can only pop in for 4 segments, 10 minutes each, I kind of designed it that way so you can get the meat of everything. And hopefully we can edit every series from episode 1 to 12 and then 12 to 24 to where if you can sit and watch it for an hour, great. If you can't, at least you can get snippets of what you need. It is broken down exactly the way it is with the workbook and work type structure. So the two biggest things is, why do you have a book that is 8 Steps to Prosperity or a concept of 8 Steps to Prosperity when there are 14 steps? And the second thing is, how can I make $50,000 in 90 days? So most of the, not advertising, but most of the community that knows me, we talk about the whole 50K in 90 days a lot because, one, I don't want you to make 50K in 90 days. The 50K in 90 days is actually at least getting you to the understanding that you can do $50,000 a quarter. I would rather you make $50,000 a month, personally. This is all geared toward business owners. It's all geared toward business ownership, and it's all geared toward legacy building. So the steps, the worksheets, the company, the books, the flyers, everything that is created is literally for people with a mindset of, I have an idea, I want that idea to become a business, I want that business to contribute to the community, the worldwide community, and I also want to leave a legacy and make sure my family is good. Now, only you can define what that is for you. And that's really what the 8 Steps of Prosperity is about. I talked to a friend of mine who's also a self-made millionaire, and he shared something with me about 4 years ago. He said, hey, well, here's the thing about a lot of the books of like The Millionaire Next Door and things like that. If you get into this target of, well, I just want to be a millionaire or I want to be a millionaire, you're really missing the boat and you're missing the point. And when I developed what's called 8 Steps to Prosperity, or prosperity thinking, I didn't subscribe to anybody else's content. I kind of built my own based on my experience and what I actually did. So that's why this is not edited. This is my content. It is actually on my channel. So if you get some of this on YouTube, great. It's probably years on down the line. Or you're watching limited access, please subscribe. We made it affordable, and this content is amazing. And the testimonials that we're going to put into it will help you, hopefully. But I can line up 1,000 people to try to convince you that this is great for you. I'm not going to do that, and it doesn't work anyway. You have to decide what's great for you. You have to decide what success for you is, and you have to put skin in the game, as we used to call it in the Los Angeles Hollywood film community. Get skin in the game and understand that there's value here, and if you're hoping to find value for free, it just does not exist. So if you want to try to Google your way to be a PhD or Google your way to be a heart surgeon, be my guest. I wouldn't want to be the patient. So this is practical knowledge, practical advice. Hopefully you can follow it. We have 24 episodes coming for you, and this is just 1.1. So we're going to hop right into it. There are going to be 2 segments today. They're going to take 45 minutes. It is going to be broken down, like I said. So video 2 and video 3, we're going to answer the question, why do a book called 8 Steps to Prosperity, and what does that mean? And we're also going to be doing or answering the question, how can I make 50K in 90 days? 50K in 90 days is the simple program that most, I would say, the majority of the people that I have known or worked with made things simple for people who followed along their advice pending their particular business. So that could be the movie film business. It's a little hot here. That's, like I said, this is a raw video. The movie film business, it could be a trucking business. It can be a tax company. The skeleton or bones of the workbook and the things that you're getting along with this will help you get to that point. But realistically, I'd rather you be making $50,000 a month, not 50K in 90 days. If you're doing the quarterly system where you're trying to do 50K in 90 days, that's awesome and that's great. But you're literally talking about maybe $200,000 a year, and that's poverty to me. And that's something we can argue about at a conference or at a college setting. It would be great. But literally, I really want you to get urgent and understand that you need to be putting yourself and your family in a bigger boat. That's it. All right, so please check in here for video number 2. And my name is Darrell, 2 R's and 2 L's, and thank you for joining us.